use hashtag Raiders to get your questions on the show. It's time for some live Q&A. Who's with me? So if you want your questions live on the show, by using hashtag Raiders, it helps producer Alicia find the questions a little bit easier, and then we can put them on the show. So everyone who's watching us on YouTube, if you're watching us on Facebook, make sure you guys use hashtag Raiders to get your questions on the show, like my man Caleb Landry did, and of course this is the first one you put on. Gruden said, man, I need to make Mitch do the 40 hands. So I said if Keelan Doss doesn't make the team, I would do Edward 40 hands. For those of you that don't know what Edward 40 hands is, it's when you basically have two 40-ounce beers, and you duct tape them to your hands, and you drink them. Caleb, I am going to do 40s. Type 40 in the comments section. Do I know the date yet? No, but from what my boss has told me, it's going to have to be next week, so I'm alive to go to the Raiders and Broncos game. Let's go to Nick Thorpe. How you feel about Nate Peterman IR? I'm upset for Peterman, but I also said that I'd get a Nathan Peterman tattoo above my Peterman if he starts over Derek Carr, so that's not too bad. But I also am not a big fan of Deshaun Kaiser. I will say this, though, any single time a player gets hurt, obviously I'm not going to like that. Let's go to Alejandro Muñoz. What up, brother? How many yards will Jacobs have? So here's the thing. I put this out, maybe we can pull this up, that if you guys can predict the exact amount of rushing yards for Josh Jacobs, I would give you guys $28. So Alejandro, I'm not going to answer that because I think it's a trick question. So how about this? How many rushing yards will Josh Jacobs have this season? And I'm 100% serious when I say that. So whoever gets it right, and you got to get it right, DM me on Instagram. I'm only going to give out one winner. So the first person that DMs me how many rushing yards Josh Jacobs will have this year, and you get it right, I'm going to Venmo you $28. Sound good? Cool. Let's go to Ryan Schroeder. I was going to think of Schrodinger's cat. That's not the same thing. Shout out to Big Bang. Love that show. What's the final score come next Monday night? What about this Monday night? Because this Monday night, the Raiders play. Next Monday night, I don't know who plays. I'm going to go with the Raiders are going to win this football game 27-23. That's my prediction. Raiders 27, Broncos 23. It's going to be a win, but it's going to be a game that the Raiders control. Let's go to New Day 34. Why can't Nathan be a winner? He is better than Derek Carr. Oh, we're done. What? Better than Derek Carr. New Day. What? We gotta get something else. I'm gonna lose my mind. You know what? I'm just gonna drink until we get a new question. Oh, Christ. With a T. Who is your favorite coworker from Tad to Sai? So Tad called in sick like a loser. Should have put Tad as a loser on this week's episode. You know who's my favorite coworker? I'm gonna go with Alicia. Because Alicia's here producing the show. And if you guys want to see what Alicia looks like, type Alicia in the comment section. No? Okay. Hey, I don't know. We'll see. Tad, right now, if I had to rank it, though, it would probably be Alicia. I should probably say James because he pays my bills. Brett, Tom, Harrison's new. Jimmy's no longer here. I don't know who else is here. Dylan, I love Dylan. The random lady who's cleaning right now out at WeWork, and then Tad. All right, let's go to Jeff Rodgers. Who leads the team in sacks this year? Great question. I'm going to go with Cleveland Ferrell. Okay, I'm going to go with Cleveland Ferrell this year, but I don't think it's going to be a lot. I think he's going to lead the team with 6 sacks. And for those of you that are like, but Mitch, I think it's going to be 6. I think there's going to be a lot more sacks on this defensive line because you're going to see a lot more rotation. But I think Ferrell's going to be on the field the most, so I'm going to go with Cleveland. Make sure you guys are using hashtag Raiders on YouTube, on Facebook. We'll get them pulled in on both YouTube and Facebook. So use hashtag Raiders. Get your questions on the show like Raider Bane. I'm not going to do it again, I promise. Where are you going to pregame for the Raiders Monday night game? So the Black Hole, they're having me out. So the Black Hole is going to be having their, notorious tailgate party. So I'll be there. And I'll have a mic. We're going to be doing a lot of different things. But if you guys see me walking around, I'm going to be wearing this. So I'll be wearing my silver jacket. I'll be wearing our shirt from Raider Nation store. I'm going to be wearing this like giant Raiders chain. So if you guys see me, yell at me, scream at me. I'll make sure I'll come over. We'll have a beer. I can't drink too much because if I promise everyone a beer, like I'll be dead. So Raider Bane, that's where I'll be. And I'm sitting in section 105. So I'll be right behind the black hole. So if you guys want to find me, that's where I'll be. Next question. How long have you been a subscriber? Now, I don't know if that number's correct. In fact, I would argue that that number's not right. But I want to know how long you've been a subscriber, okay? I think we're at like 22,500. Now, I'll be honest, guys. You know I'm not good with numbers, so maybe I typed in the numbers wrong. So how long have you been a subscriber here? A month, 2 months? Let me know in the comment section. Either way, it's youtube.com/RaidersReport. Tell your friends. Let's go to Ivy_Lil Joe with a, is that how that would be? Crooked smiley. You think Trent Brown will stop Khalil Mack? In all honesty, if it's up to just one guy, I'm going to go no. I still think Khalil Mack's probably one of the best edge rushers in the NFL. Trent Brown, though, here's the thing. If Khalil Mack's smart, he's going to go after Colton Miller. I wouldn't want to go, if you could tell me would I rather go after Colton Miller or would I rather go after Trent Brown, you also have to consider the fact that Colton Miller's protecting Carr's blind side, and a lot of elite rushers, that's where they go, to the blind side. So I think Khalil Mack's going to go after Colton Miller. Let's go to Clark Gregg, who needs to get a freaking picture. What's the website to get the Bo t-shirt? Well, Clark, the website to get the Bo t-shirt is www.RaiderNationStore.net. So go to RaiderNationStore.net, or you guys can hit them up on IG. It's literally Raider Nation Store on Instagram, and use my promo code Mitch. It's going to get you 20% off, okay? DM them, maybe they'll get you something a little bit better. RaiderNationStore.net for these t-shirts. Let's go to West Coast Raider. I was going to say CenCoast Raider. Sorry, man. Will Mac go easy on Carr? No. Why would anyone go easy on anyone? Like, I don't care what I do. I'm going to give it my full ability, and there is no way that an NFL player is going to take it easy on another NFL player. No. Let's go to Michael. Do you think Carr will be the MVP? He'll be the MVP of the Raiders if we're good. Like, if we have a good season, it's going to be because of Derek Carr. Will he be the MVP of the NFL? I'm going to say no, because it's a stats-driven league, and I think the Raiders are going to be a lot more balanced than a lot of other teams, so I'm going to say no. But hey, if you do, go to one of our sports sponsors, MyBookie, BetDSI. We'll get you hooked up there. Let's go to Darryl. How many interceptions will the secondary have this season? All right, Darryl, how about this? Before I give you guys my answer, we always say here that the Raiders Report is the most interactive YouTube and Facebook channel. So how many interceptions will the secondary have this year? So this is a good question, because it's not counting all interceptions, because linebackers will get some. I'm sure defensive end will get like 1 or 2 tipped. So how many interceptions will the secondary have this upcoming season? Darryl, make sure you guys comment below, because I'll be curious. And if you want to know what I think, my Twitter's down there below. Hit me up at MitchellRens365. Let's go to One Love. Will Brown's receiving stats suffer in Gruden's offense? Yes. I do think Antonio Brown's stats will come down, but it's more because it's a totally different offense. Like, the Steelers threw the football more than almost any other team last year. Ben Roethlisberger, 5,129 yards off the top of my head. That was like a career high for him. The Raiders don't want to run that type of offense. And if you could ask me, Mitch, would I want to put up those numbers and not make the playoffs? Guess what? I would tell you no, because Antonio Brown did put up great numbers last year. But the Steelers also didn't make the playoffs. So here's the thing, though. Antonio Brown is a dude that I'm putting in my lineup on week 1 on FanDuel. And if you guys want to play FanDuel, listen up. FanDuel.com/chatsports. Get your first deposit down, and then DM me on Instagram or on Twitter to join my Raiders-only FanDuel tournament. Winner gets $18, so go to FanDuel.com/chatsports. If you think that you're smarter than me, if you want to have some fun, play against me, play against a whole bunch of other Raiders fans that watch this show, go to FanDuel.com/chatsports. Use our promo code ChatSports. Sign up. Put down $5. That's all it takes. And you guys can enter my tournament. We'll have fun all season long. Go to FanDuel.com/chatsports. Let's go to 559, bounce her. Interesting. Did anyone pick up Hatcher? Let me see here. Off the top of my head, no, he is currently a free agent. So there's your answer. Let's go to Joseph Harrison. Both of our guards, oh my God, I can't read, out the first 2 games, who do you have starting? Well, if you watch the Raiders news show that I put out earlier today, so the way that it's going to go, it's going to go Colt Miller, and then Jordan Devy, and then Rodney Hudson, Denzel Good, and then Trent Brown. That's going to be the week 1 starting offense. Let's go to Julius. What you got for me, homeboy? I saw on IG the Raiders will move Abram to outside linebacker or inside linebacker. What do you think? So, Julius, I saw that too. Apparently, Victor Four said it, but I haven't really been able to find if that's true or not. I don't really mind the idea of putting Abram at linebacker, but it's the idea that, like, it's more of a pass defense type of thing. He loves to hit, but he is still undersized for a linebacker. The only way that it makes sense for me is in pass situations. So we'll see that. Let's go to Byron Hernandez. Will we trade for Carlos Dunlap before the deadline? So I've said multiple times that I would love for the Raiders to trade for Carlos Dunlap. I think he would fit the Paul Gunther defense very well. He would be our best defensive end then right away. And the Bengals are a team that is definitely trying to sell. So Byron, type in Carlos Dunlap Raiders report, and I'll give you everything you could possibly hope for on that trade and what it could potentially look like. Now, we had a lot of questions on the show. A lot of them. So what I want you guys to do, if I missed any of your questions, tweet me, okay? It's below. At MitchellRens365. Use hashtag Raiders. Tweet at me and any of your questions, and I will do my best to go through and I will answer as many as I possibly can because I appreciate you all. So one more time, tweet me your questions at MitchellRens365.
Raider Nation, what's going on? Is this the #1 Raiders channel on YouTube? For Chucky Heads, believe it, baby. And if you haven't already, subscribe right here. I'm giving you Chucky Heads, news, rumors, Raider Nation rumors. And look at this, I'm making your life easier. Check out my next video. Thanks for watching, and go Raiders.